I gotta admit, this is pretty fucking low. So let's talk about this DC petition. In case you haven't actually heard, DC fans, or butthurt fanboys, as some people are kind of calling them these days, is that they apparently have started a petition to kind of get rid of Rotten Tomatoes because of the overly negative reviews for Suicide Squad, or particularly DC movies, right? This is the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. These fanboys, they can't take it. They're gonna fucking get a gun and just start shooting up the place, just like in Suicide Squad. So let's talk about this thing and how it doesn't really make a goddamn bit of sense. Now, for one, there's a lot of problems in the world, and this is definitely not one of them. But for some reason, these fanboys are really trying to like go a little bit overboard here. I thought the death threats were bad. This is not as bad, but it's just piling on top of it. The thing is, they're apparently saying that, you know, Rotten Tomatoes is very biased against, all these DC films and just in general. Now, we should revolt. We should stop Rotten Tomatoes. One, I find it's kind of overly funny that you guys are kind of complaining about, Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice, and now Suicide Squad. Where the fuck were you people when Green Lantern was getting his fucking nuts cut off back in 2011? Now, granted, the movie sucked, but then again, so is like Suicide Squad for certain people, and that had no fucking defenders at that time. So I don't know where the hell were you people at. Did you guys crawl up? I don't know what to say, just in general. And the next thing I would have to say is that I feel like a lot of people are being like, oh, fucking Marvel paid off these people to hate on DC. One, let's break this down right here, right? Very quickly. Marvel is not paying off anybody. At least not as far as I'm concerned. That Illuminati fucking theory you guys got going on, that's not true. Let's just figure that out the way for right now. Now, granted, for Warner Brothers, they're not paying off either Rotten Tomatoes either, because at least Rotten Tomatoes is at least very unbiased. Because let's be real here, I'm going to give you a reality check. Ready? Fucking Rotten Tomatoes is owned by Warner Brothers. Did you know that? Well, congratulations, you do. So there's not really a biasness there. Warner Brothers actually has a stake there, so therefore they kind of be unbiased. The next thing is just simply put this. Rotten Tomatoes is not one fucking critic. I feel like a lot of people don't understand this, because Rotten Tomatoes is a whole bunch of other critics, Rolling Stone, Roger Ebert, whatever it may be. They're all in this thing, and they put their shits in like a machine, so to speak, and they shuffle it up, and then they get a percentage out of that film. That's how it works. None of these critics work for Rotten Tomatoes. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Then what happens when Rotten Tomatoes, if this actually went? And let's live in this weird, Earth 2 of this world where, the DC, fan base apparently stops this Rotten Tomatoes. What's next? Where do you guys stop? Where do you stop this ridiculousness? What? IBM? What happens to IBM if they fucking criticize you? You going after them? What happens to Metacritic? You going after them? The thing is, this comes across as very like childish and immature, and I just find out, what are you guys trying to prove here? Because just because a movie is getting panned or whatever it may be, how the fuck does that really affect you? Taking out a website, allegedly, or you trying to take out a website, that doesn't do shit. The negative reviews are still going to be there, even if they're not on Rotten Tomatoes. Granted, they might not be up in your face, and you might not see a number, but there's still going to be negative reviews. Let's just take out the number for Rotten Tomatoes right now, whatever it's at. You still have all those negative reviews. That's not going to change. You like the movie, just like it. Who gives a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes? Because I don't give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes. I might look at it. Everybody looks at it. I don't take it serious, like some people do. And speaking of serious right now, you fanboys or fans or whatever it may be, look, DC is supposed to be more mature, but you guys are really acting very immature. I don't know really what else to really say about this, except that it's not going to change anything. The fact that you guys are just kind of like crying like a little bunch of bitches. That's a simple fact. Now, granted, you may get upset about this, but then again, I guess you kind of proved my point. Getting upset overly about a movie that's getting panned, great. But as I said before, you people didn't save Watchmen or whatever, or you people didn't fucking help Green Lantern. Where were you people? I'm going to break this thing down right here. Where were you people with Jonah Hex? Jonah Hex was critically fucking panned. You did nothing. You did dick. You did shit. So don't complain about it. Now, granted, I like Suicide Squad, so don't say shit about that either. I like DC, I like Marvel, because believe it or not, there's a world where you can actually like fucking both. So overall, this petition sounds about as stupid, or this petition is about as dumb as this fucking election going around. And that's pretty fucking dumb. But overall, you can do what you want, but if you're going to constantly keep complaining, at least do it in your own time and don't try to make a big deal out of it, because you only give comic book fans a bad name Just like, you put in a stereotype to like comic book fans, just like some people think, video gamers are basement dwellers. Now everybody's probably going to start to think that comic book fans are crazy people, or particularly DC fans are crazy people that fucking go overboard when somebody doesn't like what they like. You guys sound like kids that are not getting their way or not getting enough attention. I don't know what's going on with these DC fan base, but it's kind of making everybody kind of a little bit uptight. Is Rotten Tomatoes going to go away? No. Not a fucking chance, because let's be real, they probably started this petition. They probably had like 6 petitions, probably for Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice. They had all these things going on, and nothing has really happened. The death threats, the letters, whatever it may be, nothing's gonna happen. Change.org, kiss my ass. That shit ain't gonna work. But you can do what you want. You can act crazy. You can do what you want. It's your life, but just kind of do it in your own home and don't make everybody else kind of look bad. But that's my thought. If you actually agree, subscribe. That would be cool. But I'm Chris Smith, and I'm signing out.